Welcome to my favorite time of the week, of the year, every day, Wednesday, 11 o'clock. JoinRayLive.com, Roadblock removal for speakers and coaches. We've been rubbing elbows with some great people as guests coming on here, and it has been fantastic. The thing is, when you deal with great people, you've got to put up with their posse, their troops, and the last time we've had some great guests on here, and the limos get delayed in the traffic because people know that they're coming on here. So today we've got a fantastic guest here for you today. We got Darius Santos, who is the co-founder of Dubb, which is something that I highly believe in. Not yet in the green room yet, because there's kind of drones over his limo to get here. Soon he'll be sitting in the hot tub, nibbling on a Dove bar, getting ready, cleaned and ready to come on out here. But I will talk about Dubb until he does. So if you don't know me, I've come across this wonderful tool to use your personality in your marketing, which is something that was designed. I'm not quite sure who it was designed for. Darius could tell you that. But it works, coaches and speakers. If you're not using some form of video marketing to get yourself out there and utilize the skills that you have, especially speakers, for gosh sakes, why do you send emails to prospect when it's your voice, your presence, the intensity of your presence is what people buying into. So this right here is the fantastic thing that you need to get yourself noticed even better. And here's how it evolved. This is why I'm here talking about something that I enjoy. And actually, I will give you a link to get a free trial. And if you do join, and I'll say this before Darius gets here, because I have a special code to give you half off for Dubb if you use that. But just keep that in mind. Write that thing down. If you want to join me in here and ask questions about it, join Ray Live. I'll give you the real skinny on there. Then hopefully we'll have the actual inventor of it and co-founder coming in here, adding on to it as well. But the piece of this where it came about, I started a challenge in December to try and get $1 million into my clients and friends of mine's hands. And I did a challenge, which I hoped to get 100 people in. I didn't think I'd get 100. I thought I'd get 10, but I got 23. And those 23 people joined this challenge, and they created about $350,000 just by doing simple things that allow you to create more income for your business easily and authentically. That's the key thing. Having comfortable conversations that create clients quickly, basically. And we did that. And the first guy that signed up is a gentleman named Francois Lupien, who's a fantastic gentleman. He is an amazing person, worked with Bob Proctor and Tony Robbins and all those people. And he sent me a video reply the first time we met. And I go, wow, that was really fast. Where did that come from? And he goes, oh, that's from Dubb. You should check it out. So I did, checked it out. And I did a free trial, and I never used it for the free trial. But then I looked at it and I started playing with it. And I said, oh, my Lord, this is exactly what would work for me. And since December, using this as something that created marketing for me, I wound up with my list is 50% more than it was in December. My LinkedIn views are up about a quarter over what they were. And it's all because of using the video and allowing me to be me and putting things out there. It's such a fantastic tool. I would encourage you all to try it. Let me put this up there. I've got this little doohickey right here. That is a link which gets you into Dubb, which will allow you to try it out and play with it. And if you do sign up and you put 50 off, that's the key, 50 off into the coupon code, then it'll cut the price down to half. Now they have a free version too. If you use it a lot, I have the done for you version, which is amazing. All these people are amazing. They're there every time you ask for them, and they respond very quickly. They do things for you. They are simply amazing. So I'm a big fan. it's video emails, it's analytics, it's automation. There's a teleprompter. I can't tell you all the things that it does, and I'm not really equipped to tell you all the things it does. That's why I was going to bring an expert in here today, and but I screwed up on the invite, I think, because earlier today when I did I didn't do a live stream, but I did a video thing to do that. I was calling him Rob. They actually have a guy there who's in charge of a partner program. His name, I looked at his name, it's Rob Bot. I'm going, no way, because I got an email from Rob Bot. I'm going, oh, this is AI. This is totally AI. But boop, there he is. He was there. His real person. His name is Rob Bot, and he is the partner program person. Darius is the co-founder, and when you're that cool and that famous, it takes a while to work through the crowds to get into your studio. And I believe he's just arrived. He's sitting backstage. I've got his people working with Beyonce's people, working with Taylor Swift's people, and Travis Kelce just showed up to hang in the green room. But I'm going to bring the man, the myth, the legend on live with us, and we'll talk all things Dubb and go from here. So welcome to the stage, Darius Santos. Hey, Darius, how are you, my friend?
Good. Thank you so much for having me, my friend. Excellent. Happy to be here.
Oh, it's awesome, man. And the crowd that you created outside was incredible.
Right. They're signing autographs.
I did not hire enough security to get you through safely. It looks like they pulled your hair down.
Red carpet was a little short too. It was a little short.
Yeah, it was tough. But yeah, it's great. I was just talking, singing the praises of Dubb and talking about how it's so easy to get help and people are always there when you ask questions.
Right when you need them.
But great to have you. If anybody wants to come in here and talk, we're going to talk all things Dubb. Joinraylive.com. You can come in, ask questions. If you're a Dubb enthusiast and user and there's something you tried, this guy knows the answer. He knows everything. So tell us about how it came about, where it came from, where it is, what it's going. Give us the skinny.
This is awesome. So actually, what is it? Back in 2018, Ruben and I, our other founder, we connected, and it was it was his wife and I just gotten my real estate license, right? Like both Ruben and I were kind of like serial entrepreneurs. Like he had a couple of startup things. I had a couple little things I'd been doing. Like I had a jewelry business and a landscaping thing, and was just kind of all, I'm like, oh, sure, I got my real estate license too. So I got my real estate license and I met Ruben's wife, and I was grilling her I was like, what are your marketing strategies? What are your things? And she's like, you should come talk to me at the office or whatever. So I talked to the office. She's like, okay, I want you to meet my husband. He has something he's trying to do right now. And I think you guys should talk. And so I met him and he's like, yeah, I want to start a new thing. And I was like, all right, I'm in. And that's basically it. We just clicked. It just happened. And we saw this massive opportunity for video, right? This is back in 2018 when YouTube was blowing up, right? Before TikTok, before shorts and reels and all this stuff was so popular as it is today. We saw this sort of opportunity with video well, actually it came from being in real estate. You get a lot of people hanging up on you and doors closed in your face and things like that aren't super comfortable to deal with. And so we were like, okay, there's got to be some way that we can use video, leverage video technology coming into the 2020s or whatever. And also a way to help people like ourselves, like to avoid these uncomfortable moments, to stand apart from everyone else knocking at their door or calling them or emailing them. And so it was really there that we found this idea of like, okay, well, we can send video messages directly to people. And at the time, it was almost unheard of, right? There was maybe a couple emerging technologies that were allowing you to do some things like this, but the fact is that email providers today, they still don't allow you to put a full video in an email, right? So it still hasn't progressed to the point where you can just add videos to any messages by default, right there. There's a lot of complexity that we discovered when going into this whole sort of video messaging thing. So that was really the foundation of it, was realizing there's a massive opportunity to differentiate and to set ourselves apart. Ideally, it was wanting to clone ourselves, right? Like, if we could get in front of someone and they were interested, like we could have a great conversation. Or we like, hey, well, if I know that who was interested in me, I could do a better job, right? How do I clone this? And you're worried about hires and replacing the quality of work that you do. And that's really where video was a major unlock for us as well. In fact, we only use our own platform for the first. I mean, we still only use our own technology, but for the first couple of years, like we had to generate all of our own business and all of our own stuff, and we did that using videos. And so that was, again, at the time where it wasn't as popular as it is today. And I think we just happened to catch the wave at the right time, and then now we've been able to develop this technology for so many years to the point where it's new to some people, but we've been building it for years, so it has all the bells and whistles to really make this thing possible.
It is crazy. So I've been with Dubb since December, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
and I was kind of before you were here, I was telling the kind of story of what's happened, and I'll kind of recap it real quickly for you, just so you know. My list is 50% more than it was when I started.
Amazing.
My LinkedIn views are probably 25 to 30% more with it. And what I think, because I was always telling people that with the clients I have a lot of speakers that are clients. I go, look, you're dynamic and you sell yourself every time you're there. Why are you sending email?
Right.
Why aren't you sending some kind of video? Why aren't you reaching out or doing things like that? And boom, here comes Dubb. Right. Yeah. And it's just so simple, because I know my enthusiasm is contagious.
Right.
And if I get in the room with people and I talk in front of people, they buy stuff from me.
Right.
But my email is like, hello.
Right. Because they don't know you. They don't know you. It's so hard. I mean, unless you're some kind of amazing copywriter and then the person on the other end is receptive to that copy, and then they're like emojis or something. It's just so hard to replicate what you can do in person or in video. Yeah, absolutely.
And the other thing that I love is that, Dubb keeps track of trends. They do all kinds of things. It's not just video email.
Right.
It has AI that combines with what I like is a teleprompter.
Yeah.
So it's simple to use, and you can do it where you don't have to be in front of the camera if that's something you want. But I suggest you do yourself.
I suggest you do that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the AI is like, hello, it's cool. Right. So it's getting there, but
it's getting better. But yeah, if you're still like, guys, and this is what Ray was just saying, is we're constantly innovating and researching, and we're looking at the emerging technologies and making sure that we're integrating, like as AI is increasing its functionality and its performance, we're directly applying that into the platform and into your guys' hands. And one of these things that's very relevant right now is like AI video, right? Unfortunately, even the best, like, hey, I'll say, like, Hey Gen is one of the best platforms for creating these types of AI videos. However, even those platforms, even with 11 labs to like try to more closely clone your voice, if you're doing this for like business development, for prospecting, for nurturing important contacts, most people can still tell that it's AI. You can still, the mouth it's kind of off. Something's off with the mouth. The voice isn't perfectly yours. It doesn't match yours exactly. So, and now if you're dealing with people that aren't tech savvy or whatever, like seniors, and then yeah, maybe you can fool them. But at this point, I would say if you're doing this to build trust or relationships and things like that, I would not recommend going the AI video route at this time, just because it's not quite there and it's going to have the opposite effect. Whereas if you actually do something human for somebody, it has the opposite effect of that, where instead of the plain text that they're assuming this same text was generated and sent to thousands of people, like, instead of that, you have the opposite, which is, wow, this person took the time to do something unique and special for me. And now you, like you mentioned, the smile is contagious, energy is contagious. All those things that you get in person can now come across in an email or a LinkedIn DM or a post, for that matter. That's really, when with speakers and coaches, guys, like that, we are the product, right? So we need to showcase ourselves. Like, if you could have a description of an amazing vehicle, or you could see a video of the amazing vehicle, which of those is going to sell the vehicle better, right? It's almost, and that's why you see car commercials. They're not descriptions of vehicles. They're awesome videos of the vehicles. So it really,
a red car screaming down the road.
Imagine this: you're a driver of this awesome vehicle. You can't see it, but so it's really that we're visual beings, right? We are very, unless you're, whatever, differently abled or something, we are visual people, and we remember people's faces. We connect to people's faces, their personas, much more than we do with text, right? Text has only existed for 10,000 years or something, but we have been communicating face to face since we've existed. So that is ingrained in our nature, in our DNA, to remember better, to respond better, to connect emotionally to this, right? Not so much to text. It's possible, right? Really good writing will do that for you. But having that in an email or a direct message, people these days, guys, attention spans have changed, right? Thanks to TikTok and Reels and stuff like that. People's attention spans are much shorter than they were a year ago, even 2 years ago. Things have changed.
Let me just kind of go off on that a couple of things, because it's not really the attention spans that have changed. Watch somebody play video games, watch somebody scroll through TikTok. Their attention span is fine. It's the grabbing of attention that's important. And that's what your personality does, is it grabs attention. One of the things that you're talking about text, in the real world of text right now, gee, have any relationships ever broken up from a misunderstood text? Have you ever had a problem at business because somebody mistook your text? Are there lawsuits before the Supreme Court because of misunderstanding of text? So you can't see this emotion. You can't see the smile. You can't see what's behind it from the words. Absolutely. The words are important, very important, but the congruency of the words with your face are what communication's all about. I have to give a quick shout out here. One of our regular viewers. I have a great friend over there, Chris O'Donnell. He's over. He's in the Special Olympics. He's won a gold medal, but he always comes in and pops on and says hi. So Darius, I just wanted to meet Chris O'Donnell, gold medal winner, Special Olympics over in Ireland. Thanks for popping in.
Right on, buddy. Good to see you. But yeah, no, I agree with what you're saying there too. It's not that so much people's attention, their ability to pay attention is probably not any different than it was 100 years ago, but the number of things that are pulling their attention away, that has increased dramatically. And the efficacy and the quality of those things that are like TikTok has a very good algorithm. YouTube has a very good algorithm to take your attention away from whatever you thought you should be doing into whatever YouTube wants you. Hey, you're interested in this, check this out. So that is the fact of the matter. And on all social platforms, right? The feed and the algorithm is showing people or showing things to people that they're most interested in. And this is actually to our benefit, because if you go on social media, any of your preferred platforms, viral like posts that get seen by more people, text posts don't carry very far these days, guys, right? All the viral content, like there's maybe some viral meme text thing out there, but it's very few and far between. Most viral type things are all video, right? Because video is so much more engaging. And thanks to the algorithm, if you're creating content and putting it out there, you can be fed to your ideal customers, right? Thank goodness for this algorithm, because if you're creating the right content, you're going to be forwarded to the right people, right? You don't have to go get the list. Like the social platforms can provide it for you. It is a matter of consistency and understanding that message, right? Because this is something really important too. We talk a lot about it in the training that we do, is video for video's sake is not going to benefit you, right? But when you understand your ideal audience, like who you're creating content for, who you're making a video for, then all of a sudden now your message is sharper. The algorithm's going to benefit from this. You can then recycle that video across emails and direct messages and stuff. So you end up being able to scale. By the way, scale is more outputs, right? More result without more input. So instead of doing 100 emails, right, you do one video to one platform, and then now that one video can then be shared across different platforms, against email, against text message, through DMs, as a post. And because you've done a little bit of homework and understanding your audience, that has, again, it's you're cloning yourself. The quality of, instead of just a plain text, it's your best asset as a coach or a consultant or a speaker. Your energy, what you're bringing to the table. Like I said, you're the product, guys, and we need to showcase you in a way that separates you from everything else. We want to be the thing vying for the attention, right? Worthy of someone's attention to stop their scroll on their platform and say, hey, you know what, this is for me, and I should take a look at this.
And one of the things that I love about Dubb so much is, and this works for speakers and coaches, because there's usually more than one thing that we do to create money.
Right.
And I have a class called the Humor Algorithm, where I teach people how funny works and how it actually happens, and how you can do it, even if you're not funny. Right. I have the Lean In Factor, which helps coaches and speakers that love to coach and speak, but hate the sales part because it feels creepy to them. I show them how to create clients quickly through comfortable conversations. And I have another part where I'm the speaker and speaker coach and presentation skills. I can go into Dubb and I can create the things that I need for each of those three things.
Right.
And I can use Dubb's AI to create content for me. Now, I'm not a big fan of AI content,
Right.
but
Right.
I am a big fan of using it to create the outline, to create everything, and go, oh my God, this idea gives me that idea. It is my best friend. I look at it as I would never put AI in charge of my business, but it's a great intern. It is
right. No, that's it. And I love that, because a lot of people, they'll see like an ad or like a clickbait style video where they're like, you can just automate your entire business with AI, and you just do this one button and it's going to write perfect blogs and do perfect videos. And it's like, guys, if someone's telling you that, I'm sorry, but I can sell you an island in Nevada or whatever, right? It's not happening, because it's not there yet, guys. Like we're boots to ground every day, leveraging the tech. And there's certain things it can do very well, like some basic customer support stuff. It can do that pretty good, right? If you have good training on your product, your service, your stuff, it can handle basic reception. Like you said, an intern pretty well. Now, can it deliver an emotional presentation like that connects to that person based on their thing that's really, no, it can't do that yet, right? It can't even make an authentic looking video that looks truly like you created a video yourself for that person. It's not there. Copy also, guys. If you're
like hands with 6 fingers.
Right, exactly. Writing is kind of the same, guys. We're actually up to our eyes right now in experimenting with different writing tools. Like the best ones out there, there's Jasper, there's Surfer, there's these different AI tools that people swear by, and they say, oh, you can just take a thing and it generates a perfect blog. No, it doesn't. You go use the best tool they have, but then when you go actually check the score, you check the human, like how human is it versus AI, it's 100% AI written. It sounds AI written. It sounds kind of the messaging. So even the best tools today, guys, aren't replacing what humans are doing. They're enhancing it. The best writers haven't lost their jobs, right? They've just leveled up their game. They said, okay, well, I can use this for the outline, and then I can come and humanize it, because that's essentially what we need to be doing, guys. If there's so much AI content being pushed out there right now, a lot of it sounds very same, and it's very bland and like, unless you've done the perfect prompting and tweaking, like we're in the middle of that right now. We've been days into this thing, like crafting these perfect prompts to make it sound more human, make it sound like a first person and things like that. So nothing off the shelf is going to be like, oh, the dream, you just click a button and everything's automated. We still need people in charge of the technologies, but they are definitely streamlining what you can do. That's, again, one of those scale things we talked about. Less inputs, so instead of you typing an entire outline, spending hours, you program the AI and it can give you an outline in 30 seconds. And then there you can get 3 outlines and figure out which one you like. So it just increased your efficiency, but it didn't replace what you still need to do, which is go actually do the message, proofread it, send it, those type of things.
Yeah. And a couple things that I think are tips for people out there, that if you have to write because I'm good at writing stuff. It comes up quick, it comes up easy. Right. And you're absolutely right. The great copywriters, good copywriters, they'll have jobs for a long time.
Right.
But the bad ones now are in trouble because it's mediocre. Right. And so what that's done is create this, I call it the morass of mediocrity, just swimming in the sea of sameness. And if you are writing stuff for yourself and you go to AI and you do it and you see the same words in a lot of things that you've seen before, like, I hope this finds you well.
Right.
On, it's out, So take those things that you hear over and over, take those out of your thought conversations. But I've saved so much time using I mean, I haven't worked that hard at it, but I've got like 250 videos on Dubb already.
Amazing.
Actually, no, I've got 100 something. I've got 250 somewhere else. But the 250 it took me 15 years to get up to that. And
and now the last 100 is like 2 months. Yeah.
And it's a time saver. I'm a squirrel guy instead of a process guy. Right. So I have these ideas that I have the pieces for, but I've never put it together. Right. And what I've done with Dubb, and I'll give Dubb credit, but you could be any kind of artificial intelligence that you can say, give me an outline for. But because Dubb has it kind of sitting there and makes it simple. Right. There's 2 words, simple and easy. Those are not the same words, but it's simple to get your answers. And I've created a 30-day challenge, which I never had one before.
Right.
And now I just have to fill in all the videos. And Dubb has it set up now where I can start it off. Anybody can come in any day and start the process, and it's videos. And then there's like little work for me, but in order to get them in, I still have to have a conversation, and you've got to have the people skills to do that, because that's what makes you different. I'm a certified by Dr. Cialdini as an ethical practitioner of influence.
Nice.
And one of his latest things is that people are fighting back a little bit against AI. So when you send an email, the video makes you real, and people love that.
Yeah.
And if you put that in there, I think it's something like a 22 or 37. I don't remember what the exact number was, but it was a significant response more with the picture of you. Now, there are websites that have like inventaperson.com or something like that. So it shows you a bland picture of your assistant, you know?
Yeah.
But I love what Dubb does to save you time, and it's all in one place. It's kind of like it was like opening up a candy shop for me.
Right. Yeah, a bunch of different flavors. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm so creative and I come up with so many ideas, but there was nothing that put them in a row.
Right.
And that's what we're doing and developing here. It's not there yet, but it's all signs point to woohoo, great year coming up. And
amazing.
It's going to be fantastic. That's why I brought you on to talk about it. And because if you can't tell, I kind of enthusiastic about it.
No, I love it. Me too, man. I want to cover just really quickly a couple of the top use cases. I'm just going to kind of rattle them off here. Now, in this case, guy, we're just talking, but everything I'm going to mention right now, there's live training, there's one-on-one support, there's, of course, pre-recorded videos and articles showing every single use case that I'm about to talk about. But I want to cover just a couple of the top ones that are our coaches, our consultants, our speakers, our entrepreneurs, like salespeople, what they're having the best result from, more specifically to the first three. The number one thing, it's kind of where we started at, is literally just the video email. It's differentiating because guys, we've been talking a little bit about the rise of AI, right? And this problem is only growing. People are getting inundated more and more messages in their inbox every day from AI generated copy. Good news and bad news. Bad news is just there's more sea of sameness. There's more noise to swim through. The good news is it's easier to cut through that noise when it all looks the same. I was going to say what your buzzword was. Hope this finds you well. My thing is like AI, it always wants to add the word rocket ship, like growth fuel, like rocket ship is the AI's like buzzword for something good, right? And it's like, as soon as I see that, I'm like, no humans type that. That's from like marketers typed that in 2010. Marketers aren't typing rocket ship anymore, but the AI loves stuff like that. So guys, don't rely on the AI for 100% of this. And that's why, use case number one is literally, we call it a face to the name, because that's what we're doing. We're putting a face, a person, a real human into every message that you can send, email, text message, LinkedIn, and through your guys' CRMs or technology, whatever you're using, like a MailChimp or something. So now, and then we were talking about scale, you can clone yourself now, or you can be in front of people with your energy, your positivity, whatever you're bringing to the table in terms of your speaking. And that can be sent to 10,000 people, whatever's in your list, through automation with your own technology. Or that's actually the second use case of Dubb, which is Dubb is a standalone CRM and marketing automation tool. That's what Ray was describing actually is a 30-day automation, a sequence of video emails and or text messages, whatever you want, that gets sent out automatically. It could be based on behaviors, or it could be like a simple 30-day, like, once a day, every day for 30 days. So use case number one, simple video email, putting a face to the name, because that's what's differentiating it from 100% of the other noise that's out there. The second thing is that full CRM. We have a lot of our coaches and speakers that are like, well, I don't need a HubSpot or a sales. I don't need to go pay $1,000 a month for a CRM to do, and Dubb actually does all the same things. You can send mass emails, automated emails, campaigns, deal boards, everything you're getting out of a CRM that from like a HubSpot or something like that, you're going to get inside of Dubb as well. So that's the second use case.
And just payment, and you take payment.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you collect some payments as well.
I like this. You can have no rocket ship.
No rocket ship. Yeah. So face to the name, and then the full CRM functionality. And then I would say the third most popular use case is for content creation. People are powering up their YouTube channels, their social platforms, and they're using Dubb to generate like 100% of that content. Now, sometimes they'll have like a fancy video editor on staff or so. Like I've seen them do some really cool things with video editing, but the video itself is created with, like Ray mentioned, the teleprompter, with the multiple clips, with the ability for Dubb to add some stuff automatically. That's part of the technology as well, as it can put multiple videos together for you. So those are really the top 3 use cases. Now there's definitely more. Collecting testimonials is huge for Dubb, like collecting video testimonials. If you don't have any video testimonials for your speaking, your coaching business right now, what are you doing? Time to collect them. You can even do this on the free trial. Like you don't even, no credit card or nothing. You can get into Dubb and go get a testimonial from your best customer and power up your sales and marketing for this year coming up.
Can I just kind of
go
piggyback on that,
yeah,
about how simple it is? Because you send out a video of you, and here's an extra tip that is, part of what I talk about. Don't ask for a testimonial. Say, hey, I'm looking for a client hall of fame. I'm starting a client hall of fame. I need a quote from you. And they will send that back a lot faster than they will a testimonial as well. So that's a little extra bonus on that. But it's so simple and so easy for them to do. And then you can set it up where your best people, your client hall of fame, gives you the best things about you right after you send them a video, which is fantastic. And we do have another fan of the show here that where is that? He just wants to say, Pat Quinlan, go get him, big guy. There.
Appreciate you, Frank.
There. Thanks, Pat.
Yeah. Right. No, I like I said, I mentioned those 3 or 4, but guys, there's a lot more to what the technology can do. Like with a full CRM, we could talk about that for hours. Video creation, like posting to like your social media strategy, right? Which channels are you posting on? Does it have lead capture? Does it have AI to talk to people 24/7 to capture those leads when you're asleep, right? People are watching their TikToks at 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever. You're not there to immediately follow up with them, but the AI is, the Dubb platform and the technology is. So I'd say those 4 probably: testimonials, social strategy, CRM, and then the very basic one, that face to the name, that video email. I can promise you guys too, if you completely just get on the trial and only did that one thing, because we've been around for a while, since 2018, and back in 2018, 19, 20, that video, that face to the name thing, that was it. Like that was the main use case of everybody, with so many success stories going from just that I know if you try literally just that one thing, putting a face to the name, you send that to your next 10 prospects, your best leads, even past clients, you're going to get responses that are better, above and beyond than you've ever received from a plain text. No one's ever responded to a plain email and said, oh, this was so cool. Thanks for this video. I've never seen something like this, or this is impressive. Like they're going to respond with something better than you have ever gotten, because plain text, they're like, thanks, or I'm in, or whatever, like some good response. No one's ever said, wow, this was an amazing email. Thanks so much for this email. It's so great to meet you. They've not done that before. And you actually will get that from maybe your first 20 videos, depending on who you're saying it to. If you're doing completely cold and you're a stranger, you still might get it. If you're sending it to existing people that have seen your emails before, you're definitely going to get that experience.
And here's an extra thing that's really, really cool. So you start using this, you go, oh, this is cool. I'm gonna use this thing. I'm gonna show it all the time and do that.
Yeah.
And then so you set these things up, and you can customize what each email does. Right. And Darius will look at what you're doing and go like, hey, buddy, you sent these same 3 testimonials like 5 times to the last people. You should probably take those off, and so they will walk you through this and make it so simple and so easy for you to do. And this is a piece how you become acceptably unusual. Now, I'm going to do this where I'm going to put a link up here. I'm going to put it in the comments. If you want to take advantage of the free trial, jump in on that. And I think I'm going to give a secret that I don't know if Darius really wants me to say, or if I'm allowed to say anything. But if they go in and do it and they put in the code that says 50 off, you'll get your first year of Dubb at half price, right?
You could do the 50 off would be for the first 3 months.
First 3 months. Okay.
Yeah.
And but you'll get something off of there. And I don't care if you get anything, it's worth it. So forget I just said that, but use it if you need it.
Yeah.
And, you'll get that, because it's a gift that keeps on giving. It's fantastic. Dubb.com/r/Ray Engen. If you can't read that, I will put it in the comments so it stays up there if you're looking. If you are looking at this later and you have questions, give them to me. I'll make sure that Darius gets them. If you have a group of people, like if you're a real estate office just think how cool it is to show the houses like this, which some people do, some people don't, but this is an organized thing. And I love the fact that you can send things out. I get, every time somebody watches a video, I get a notification. If they watch it all the way through, if they watch a little bit of it, I can test one email against the other. I can do all kinds of things with that to hone my craft and make sure that I'm freaking dynamic out there instead of just hello, my name is from Caldwell Real Estate, and I've been here since 1962. Boom.
Right.
You know, be dynamic.
We used to be able to do a message like that, and it was like, okay, guys, because of TikToks and all these things, you can't do that anymore. You're dead on arrival if your messages are starting like that. So I like that you brought up something a minute ago, Ray, which is, I talked a lot about what the technology can do, but I will say, you usually can't tout your own support or whatever, but we have enough of our clients, like just go read the reviews. People swear by our support. We have live training and coaching multiple times a week, either every single day, or for the advanced class, it's a couple times a week. But guys, we give you the support that you need. If automation, if AI, if video, if all these things are like, damn, that sounds really nice, but so does going to the gym every day, or taking care of your health. I can promise you we have the support that you need. It's like the personal trainers built into the technology. So when you need support, we're here on one-on-one support, the live training, live chat. Of course, AI and articles are there at all time to support as well. So you're in the middle of the night doing something, you have the help you need. But I will say that that's a big piece of what bridges the gap between this advanced technology that we're talking about and people who are not tech savvy people. I will say we have a lot of seniors, right? A lot of people over 65, like realtors and some mortgage folks and some other just folks general that are well over 70 years old. And they're like, when I first started here, I was so afraid of video and I was a technology averse. And now they're creating videos and posting on TikTok and sending automations. And so that's really the difference between if you find yourself on the other side of this fence, right? Where you're like, well, I know I need video. I know I need AI. I know I need automations. I keep hearing these things, but I'm just afraid of those things. That's what's going to bridge the gap for you, is the training and the team and the support to help you understand those things in a way that you can adjust, right? You can come every single day and talk to us, to a person, an expert, and get the help that you need.
So if you are a senior and you have a business, what Dubb is telling you is not get off my lawn, it's get on my lawn.
Come on, we got you.
And I will attest that it is simple, and it's like, oh my God, I can do this, I can do that. And the good thing is, because we try to do one or two things once or twice, and then we get scared and we run away. How many times you invested something online and used it like for a month, and then all of a sudden it's different. And here's actually, maybe this might be good for you guys, because I've discovered from conversations with several National Speakers Association members, they go, oh yeah, I remember years ago I bought that with a lifetime membership. And I've got them back on some of those calls, and they go, oh my God,
so much
it is like, because they go, what is that between this and Bomb? It's like, it's 100% different.
Not the same anymore.
No. And it's a value to you that you should use. We do have somebody in the green room. Fatima, I don't know if you're ready to come on here or not and ask a question. Put it in the comments, and then if you are, you are ready to come on. I'm gonna say yes. I'm just gonna bring you on, Fatima, because your video came on. Welcome.
Hi. Sorry, I just joined right now, so I don't have any questions. So I apologize, but I'm here, I'm listening, and I'm hoping to catch it from the beginning later.
Yeah, we got the recording for her, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is on LinkedIn. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. I'll put you back in the green room right there. But I just wanted, just in case you had a question, to bring you back there. Thanks so much for coming on live and supporting. And anytime somebody else comes on, it makes me look better.
Right.
I like that. Yeah.
We're here to help too. Right.
You don't get a face like this. It takes years of neglect. So there we go. Thanks, Fatima.
Thanks, Fatima.
So yeah, that happens all the time. People come in and they go back there, and because you didn't have that much time to sit in the green room. There's a hot tub back there. There's an ice box full of there's a refrigerator full of Dubb bars. There's charcuterie boards. I do it. I go big, and
amazing.
And on the way out, make sure you sign the wall, because we've got all the wall out there.
I know.
Yeah, it is fantastic. So yeah, don't hesitate to check out Dubb. It is an amazing thing. there's so much it does. And I'm 3 months in, and I click the buttons on there and I go, there's still more stuff I haven't
Still
seen.
more. Yeah, no, that's why I gave you guys a couple of the key takeaways and the use cases, because it's really about what you're doing in your business. And we don't want to reinvent the wheel, guys. That's not what we're trying to do here. We're taking the processes and the things in your business, and we're making them more efficient, making them better, making them sharper, more effective. So you're not having to come relearn anything that you've been in business for 10 years. You're like, oh, I got to completely do it. No, it's not that. It's we're taking things you're already doing and making them better. That's really where the best results come from, is because and also I will say, I've had people start brand new ventures. Like they're like, hey, I got this brand new thing, help me. And we've helped those people as well. So even if you don't have any processes and stuff, again, that's where the coaching that we provide, that it's not just like, here's how to click a feature, right, Ray? It's much beyond that. It's like, here's how to craft the perfect messages to connect to your perfect customer. Here's how to craft a landing page, a website, so that your audience is going to convert from this type of asset. Here's how to craft a video script. It's more about the conceptual and the strategic. Of course, we'll show you here's how to click the thing and do the thing too as well.
Yeah.
But more importantly is that higher level.
To that extent, when you sit there and you're going, okay, so I want to do this, I'm going to take them through this challenge, since I mentioned that earlier, and then I want to take them, those people that don't follow me further in some other form of coaching, well, then they go into this nurturing sequence, and Darius will sit there and go, okay, so here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to do this too early. You want to do this here, and he'll discuss what is the needs of what your business is. Okay, we have to do this every day, but then after that we do this X, Y, and Z. It's not like cookie cutter, I do this and you do that. It's like, hey, here we have, and how many times do you get the co-founder of a cool company to come on and just chat with you for an hour on a Wednesday afternoon? They're available to you. And I've gotten, I did something yesterday, it was like a blur, and I asked a question, and that's the other thing too. You can upload your stuff into Dubb so it learns how you speak, how you take things and do that. I've even taken some, I'm in a couple of speaking contests, and I've taken things, I'm going, this is a little bit too long. Yeah. Let's just see what Dubb has to do. And I said, can you make this 550 words? Right. And it'll do it. And it's like, okay, so all right, they took that, and you see what you didn't leave, what isn't, you don't even look at what isn't there. You go, does it make sense? You go, yeah, what's missing? And they go, oh, okay, they took some stuff out. Sometimes it's great, sometimes hit or miss with that, but it's saving time rather than you stressing out and doing it. It is a time-saving tool. It is your friend. It is your messenger. It is your constant companion, if you want it to be.
Yeah, no, literally, the notifications are happening all the. I actually had to shut off mine on my mobile because I just got way too many. I still get them on my computer and stuff, but seriously, it's like, well, and I mentioned this earlier, is when Ruben and I, we only use the Dubb technology as the way to grow our business. And we do that so that we're constantly reinvesting in the technology. We're constantly innovating and improving the technology as new stuff emerges, right? What things can happen in marketing, like automation and lead capture and AI, all these things, we're incorporating those into the platform because we're using it every single day. A lot of our clients are also using it every day as their main CRM, as their main like business builder. And so we're constantly listening to our people, and we're always innovating based on that. So whether you're brand new to business or you've been in for 10 years, there's a spot for you, and we would love to help.
Yeah, come on into the Dubb family. It's a great place to be. I can't say enough good things about it. And I've only been here for a couple months, not since like 2018. I know Francois Lupien has been there for years now, and
he's been for a while.
He's the guy that got me to go. He was the first guy that signed up for my channel. Nice. And he said, here's what happened. I was on his podcast. Yeah. And then he said, well, you're doing a challenge. I want to be the first one in, but let's talk tomorrow. And it hopped on I had a call. And then like 5 minutes later, I had this cool little video email that said, hey, I was talking with you. It was really fantastic. We're really, connecting on that. And I'm like, where did that come from?
Yeah. Like, what the heck is this? This is cool.
Yeah. And, he also, he sent me over to you, and I'm going, oh my God. And I did the free trial and never even opened it.
Right. That's very common. That's very common. Right.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing too that I found is, and this is maybe this will help you guys a little bit. I have, since I've talked to a lot of people in NSA, I've talked to a bunch of people that said, yeah, I did it then. And oh yeah, I mentioned this earlier.
Yeah.
I can look at it now. But I was like, oh yeah, I didn't even think that it was different. But they're like, oh, and one of the things they said, because you guys have daily classes for everybody, whether you're a free member, paid member, or whatever, it's daily classes. And she said, oh my God, they're still doing those daily classes.
Oh yeah,
you know,
we got stamina for days. Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, no, they're amazing. I did mention earlier before you came on, I said, when I first got an email, they have a partner program that is an awesome program too.
Yeah.
And I got the email for the partner program. It came from a guy named Rob Bot. And I'm like,
yeah, Rob Bot says,
no way. This is total AI.
Total AI.
And I hopped on one of those calls and they go, hi, I'm Rob Bot. I go, no.
It's a real guy. It's a real person. Yeah.
Let me poke you through the screen. It's not real.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a partner program. You can have it pay for yourself. Truth be told, anybody sends them, I'll get credit for it. Yeah, that's why I'm here too. It's a good thing. I'm here to help you because I know what has helped for me. If you do that and you have other people, the other thing too, if you have a group of people that might use, if you have a business, I think I started to mention this, but I didn't go through with it. If you have, a real estate company or a group of, if you had an NSA chapter that is looking for ways to stand out, and you want this guy to come in and talk to your group and explain exactly what Dubb can do for them, Darius will do it. They'll hop on and do it. So
that's what we call it, a partner program. Unlike affiliate program is just like, hey, here's a thing, go do your thing. We call it a partner program very intentionally because words are important and because we truly want you guys to feel like a partner. Like every client, we want to just do everything we can for you. Whatever you need help with, you let us know. So we're super big on support, and including in the partner program. We have some people cutting 4- and 5-figure checks monthly, and we're really happy to do so. We want to do more of those. So yeah,
it's very, very cool. And greatest group of people to work with. Everybody I've met there has been fantastic, very helpful. The other thing, which I don't think we talked about here, so we all get certain questions in our work. And they get asked over and over and over again. Well, guess what? There's an AI component that goes onto the video emails you send out with Dubb or just the regular emails, and people can ask questions once they answer those things. And you can put your most common questions in there, and it learns what you do, and it answers the question in the way that you would. So a lot of times, by the time you get to the person, those questions are gone, and it's the real questions they have about your business. And I love that.
Yeah, that's one of the newest things that we've implemented. Is it's a sales AI assistant, so it actually is trained on your business, answers questions relevant to what your training material is, what your resources, website, documentation, whatever you have. It's trained on that, and then it's also trained to capture the lead. It's trained to present links or options for the person to take to make a sale. So it's kind of like ChatGPT, except for that it's your own personal sales GPT. It's, answering questions just for you. It's capturing leads just for you, putting them straight into the CRM, which can then trigger a campaign or an automation. So it's a full integration of a sales focused AI on every message that you'd like to share. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's so cool. I mean, everything about Dubb is cool. You can't find a better partner to use as a solopreneur. My gosh.
Right.
It's like having your own team of marketers with you, as well as VAs and all these things just sitting there to help you out. You can have your people join as well, and you can have as many people as you want in there. And that you can send different people to the trainings and they'll learn these things, and it doesn't all have to come down to you. But
that's it. That's leverage as well. Being able to have somebody else. So we've built some really cool technology, guys, where I have like Ray, he has a VA, and a VA can come in and do 90% of the stuff that can be done in a Dubb account. In fact, there's some really cool stuff. I won't show it right now, but it's where you could actually have a VA do videos of you. They take your video and they make personalized stuff. It's that narrator feature. So we've got really cool stuff with people scaling, solopreneurs, small business owners scaling their output with themselves doing more inputs, right? They make one video and then their VA can come do 100 actions with that same piece of content.
let's kind of let's leave them with a couple of real use scenarios. I'll give you a couple things that I've done with things, and I know you've got tons more than that.
Right.
But one of the things that I love, I do a lot of presentation skills trainings, and I will find on LinkedIn, on somewhere else, whatever, I will find a video of a person I've never talked to before giving a presentation, and I can take my face and put it on their screen with their logo, their name on it, and said, hey, my name's Ray. Here's what I do. I helped work with one of the last NSA Last Story Standing champions to get him his championship. I was looking at your presentation. I came up with 2 things I think would make it better. I just wanted to let you know, here's 2 things I would do to make it more impactful when you start. Boom. And I send it. I don't ask for anything else. I give. You give, you get them back. And those type of videos where they'll see it, it'll open up, they'll see their own stuff, their own picture. My little touch, you're smiling. I put it really small so it doesn't scare people away. Because who likes to have Uncle Fester on the middle of their screen? And, so then they'll do that, and they will say, "Oh my God, thank you so much," and then great. And so that now there's a sequence where I kind of nurture them along, because I take them from being a complete stranger to a quick connection to a friend, and on. And I can do that constantly with different things. I can think of a million other ways that other people could do that. Right. But that's one of the things that I've used it very successfully for. I'm sure, Rob, you've got Rob. I keep wanting to call the video. I called you Rob. It's Darius. Maybe I ought to take that down so I can actually see the name again.
There you go.
But sorry about that. What other ways do you see people using it a lot that's really, really successful?
I would say that I dropped a couple of primary use cases earlier. Those are the ones that have been reviewed. Like we have the most testimonials and reviewed, G2, Capterra. These are all software review platforms. If you guys go on there, you'd be able to read from hundreds of reviews of 5 stars of people saying, I changed the way I send every message now. Like I never reach out to leads with a regular text email. Like why would I? If I've gotten a response that was better above and beyond anything I've ever received from plain text, why would I go back to it? And that's where a lot of people go. So that very first use case that I mentioned, that just simple, face to the name, video, email, that one is always number one, because more success stories on that than anything else. It's also probably the easiest, because you literally click one button in your email and you record a video as easy as we're speaking now. Click one more button to insert the video into the email and then send it. So I like that one the most, probably because it's the simplest, it's the easiest, and it's the most reviewed, like hundreds of successful case studies from that one. The screen is another huge one, like showing your presentations. The CRM is I have a lot of our solopreneurs that have ditched their expensive sort of CRM, or they finally upgraded from spreadsheets into a CRM. So that's where a big evolution has happened for a lot of our small business owners, as they were doing some less than techie stuff before, and with a little bit of training, a little bit of tech, now all of a sudden they're in the modern age of full CRM and automation and things like that.
I went from a stack of Post-it notes sitting all around to like this.
There you go. To automation. Yeah.
So that's fantastic. If you have any questions, put them in the chat wherever you're watching this from. If you watch it later, questions, reach out to me. I will make sure that Darius gets it, and take advantage of the free trial. And enjoy it. It's a great thing to do. I'll put this up on the banner, the last thing we go right there. I want to thank you guys all. Next week, I'll be back with more of this thing. It has been fantastic. Oh my God. Dubb is a great place to be.
Love the energy, my friend. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, guys. See you there. Hopefully help you soon.